Failure crushed them all, except one secret kept them standing. What if that secret could transform how you face life's toughest moments? Welcome to Stoic Blueprint, your trusted source for unlocking the timeless wisdom of Stoicism to live a stronger, more resilient life. Today, we're diving into a challenge that hits us all: failure. Not the small stumbles, but the kind that shakes your core: lost jobs, broken dreams, moments that make you wonder if you'll ever recover. What if I told you that failure isn't your enemy? What if it's a hidden ally waiting to be understood? Stay with us to the end, because we're revealing the Stoic secret that turns failure into power. Here at Stoic Blueprint, we're exploring how a Stoic mindset can redefine your approach to dealing with failure. Over the next 15 sections, we'll uncover 15 unique ways Stoic philosophy helps you not just survive setbacks, but thrive through them. From mastering what you can control to finding peace in chaos, this journey will equip you with tools to face life head-on. Imagine this: you've poured everything into a dream, late nights, endless effort only to watch it collapse. Your stomach drops, doubt creeps in. Sound familiar? The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, faced exile, loss, even death threats, yet stood unshaken. Their wisdom isn't just history, it's a blueprint for resilience today. If you're ready to master dealing with failure like a Stoic, hit that like button and subscribe to Stoic Blueprint now. Curious how an ancient philosophy can change your life? Let's dive into the first Stoic secret: the dichotomy of control. What if most of your pain from failure comes from chasing the impossible? In Stoic philosophy, there's a game changer called the dichotomy of control. Epictetus nailed it. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. Here's the kicker: what if your suffering isn't from failure itself, but from fighting what you can't change? Stoicism for resilience starts here. Some things are up to you, others aren't. You control your effort, your choices, your response. But outcomes? Other people's opinions. Luck? Those are out of reach. Take Sarah, a graphic designer who poured months into a client pitch. She perfected every detail, but the client chose someone else. Devastated, she spiraled until she embraced a Stoic mindset. She realized she couldn't control the client's decision, only her work and attitude. That shift freed her from guilt. History echoes this. Emperor Marcus Aurelius faced betrayals and wars he couldn't prevent, yet focused on leading with virtue. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength, he wrote. Next time failure strikes, ask, did I do what I could? Was I honest, diligent, brave? If so, the failure's not yours, it's just life. Suspense builds. Can this simple truth ease your burden? It's powerful, but what if you could take it further? What if you didn't just accept failure, but loved it? Stick around, because the next section unveils a Stoic twist that'll blow your mind. Virtue as the highest good. What if failure can't touch what truly matters? Here's a Stoic bombshell. Failure doesn't define you, virtue does. In a Stoic mindset, the highest good isn't success, wealth, or praise. It's acting with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. External flops? They're irrelevant. But can you live this? Imagine society branding you a failure, yet you stand tall. That's the Stoic way of dealing with failure. Suspense looms. How does this work in real life? Consider Socrates. Athens condemned him to death for his teachings, a colossal failure by worldly standards. Yet he drank the hemlock calmly, unshaken, because his virtue, his pursuit of truth, remained intact. Epictetus said, "The good man cannot be harmed." Fast forward to today. A whistleblower loses their job for exposing corruption. Society might call it a failure, but their courage shines. That's Stoic gold. When failure hits, don't ask, "Did I win?" Ask, Did I act rightly? If you stayed true to your values, no setback can break you. This isn't just theory, it's a lifeline. Stoicism for resilience means building an inner fortress no failure can breach. But here's the twist. What if virtue isn't just a shield, but a weapon to embrace failure? The next section reveals a Stoic secret that turns fate into your friend. Amor fati. Could you learn to love your failures? What if failure wasn't something to dread, but to cherish? Enter amor fati, Latin for love of fate. In Stoic philosophy, it's about embracing everything life throws at you, even the ugly stuff. A Stoic mindset doesn't just tolerate failure, it loves it. Can you really hug your worst moments? Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison, a failure by any measure. Yet he emerged not bitter but stronger, seeing it as part of his path to change a nation. Marcus Aurelius, amidst war and plague, wrote, "Everything that happens, happens as it should." He didn't resist, he embraced. Picture losing your job. Instead of despair, you say, "This is my fate, and I'll make it mine." That's Stoicism for resilience. Try this. Next failure, whisper, "I love this." It's not denial, it's defiance. You're claiming your story, failures and all. But can love prepare you for the fall? The next section unveils a Stoic trick to face failure before it even strikes.
Premeditatio malorum. What if preparing for failure made you invincible? Here's a Stoic hack. Imagine failure before it happens. Premeditatio malorum, premeditation of evils, means visualizing setbacks to dull their sting. A Stoic mindset doesn't dodge failure, it rehearses it. Can this really work? Elite athletes do this. Before a race, they picture losing, not to despair, but to steel themselves. Seneca practiced it too, imagining poverty or exile while a wealthy Roman. He wrote, "What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears." Dark? Maybe. Powerful? Absolutely. Imagine bombing a presentation. Run it in your head. Feel the flop, plan your calm response. When it happens, you're ready. This isn't pessimism. It's Stoicism for resilience. By facing failure mentally, you strip its power. But what if failure's small compared to something bigger? Next, we'll explore a Stoic lens that shrinks it to nothing. Memento mori. What if failure didn't matter at all? Here's a Stoic wake-up call. You're going to die. Memento mori, remember, death puts failure in its place. In a Stoic mindset, life's brevity makes setbacks laughable. Can death really lighten failure's load? Steve Jobs, inspired by this, said death clarified his choices. Facing mortality, losing a deal or flunking a test felt trivial. Marcus Aurelius mused, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Imagine spilling coffee on your shirt before a meeting. Frustrating? Sure, but in 100 years, who cares? Next failure, picture your tombstone. Does it mention that missed promotion? No. It's about how you lived. Stoic philosophy frees you from petty failures. But what shapes those failures? The next section reveals the real culprit. Perceptions shape reality. What if failure's power lies in your head? In Stoic philosophy, events don't hurt us. Our thoughts do. A Stoic mindset for dealing with failure hinges on this. Failure's only as big as you make it. Can you really rewrite its story? J.K. Rowling faced rejection. After rejection for Harry Potter, publishers saw failure. She saw feedback. Epictetus nailed it. What need is there to fear anything external? It's our judgments that disturb us. Her perception turned no into not yet. You can too. Flunk a test, it's not I'm dumb, it's I need to study differently. Reframe failure as data, not doom. Stoicism for resilience starts in your mind. But what about effort? The next section introduces a Stoic archer with a surprising lesson. The Stoic archer. What if winning wasn't the point? Picture an archer aiming at a target. In Stoic philosophy, success isn't hitting the bullseye, it's aiming well. A Stoic mindset shifts focus from results to effort. Can this free you from failure's grip? Thomas Edison failed thousands of times inventing the light bulb. He didn't care. Each try was a shot well aimed. Epictetus said, "The chief task in life is simply this, to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself, which are externals not under my control. You shoot the arrow, wind decides the rest." Apply this. Work hard, then let go. Stoicism for resilience means owning the process, not the prize. But can failure teach you? Next, we'll see how it becomes your mentor. Failure as a path to wisdom. What if your failures were your best teachers? Here's a Stoic twist. Failure isn't a dead end, it's a classroom. A Stoic mindset for dealing with failure sees every flop as a lesson. What can you learn? Oprah Winfrey was fired early in her career, deemed unfit for TV. That failure taught her authenticity, paving her empire. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." Next stumble, ask, what's this teaching me? Patience? Strategy? Humility? Stoic philosophy turns setbacks into wisdom. Halfway through loving this? Like and subscribe to Stoic Blueprint for more. But can you stay calm through it? The next section reveals how. Equanimity. What if failure couldn't rattle you? Stoicism for resilience prizes equanimity. Inner peace no failure can shake. A Stoic mindset keeps you steady when life storms. Can you master this? Viktor Frankl survived Nazi camps finding calm amid horror. His secret? Controlling his response. Marcus Aurelius said, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it." Lose a deal? Breathe. Equanimity turns chaos into clarity. Practice this. When failure hits, pause, feel the storm, then let it pass. You're unshakable, but can it build you? Next, we'll see how adversity builds character. What if failure forged your strength? In Stoic philosophy, adversity isn't a curse, it's a sculptor. A Stoic mindset uses failure to carve virtues like courage. Can flops make you better? Abraham Lincoln lost multiple elections before becoming president. Each defeat honed his grit. Seneca noted, "Fire tests gold, adversity tests the strong." Your next failure, say a rejected proposal, can temper patience or resolve. Embrace it. Adversity is your gym. Stoicism for resilience thrives here. But what about pride? The next section cuts deeper. Detachment from externals. What if your worth didn't hinge on success? Stoic philosophy teaches detachment. Your value isn't tied to outcomes. A Stoic mindset for dealing with failure frees you from external traps. Can you let go? Keanu Reeves faced fame, loss, and flops, yet stays grounded. Why? His worth isn't in applause. Epictetus said, "Demand not that events should happen as you will, but will them to happen as they do." Bomb a project? Your character, not the result, defines you. Detach. Success is nice, failure's fine. You're enough. But can you accept it fully? Next, we'll explore how. Acceptance. What if fighting failure made it worse? Stoicism for resilience demands acceptance, not resisting what is. A Stoic mindset flows with failure, not against it. Can you stop the struggle? The Dalai Lama, exiled, accepted his fate, finding peace. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Accept whatever comes to you, woven in the pattern of your destiny." Spill your coffee, accept it. No tantrums, just action. Try this. Nod at failure, then move on. It's liberating. But can others help? The next section reveals a Stoic community secret. Community and shared experience. Sambinana one-on-one. What if others' failures lit your path? Stoic philosophy isn't solo shared failures bond us. A Stoic mindset learns from collective stumbles. Can community heal you? Seneca corresponded with friends sharing woes. Today, entrepreneurs swap startup flops online, gaining insight. He wrote, "We are all chained to fortune. Your friend's layoff story might spark your next move. Share your failures, listen to others." Stoicism for resilience grows stronger together. But what tools cement this? Next, we'll uncover Stoic tricks. Stoic practices for resilience. What if simple habits tame failure's sting? A Stoic mindset for dealing with failure thrives on practice journaling, visualization, reflection. Can these really work? Marcus Aurelius journaled nightly, dissecting his day. Modern CEOs use negative visualization to prep for flops. He wrote, "Begin each day by telling yourself, 'Today I shall be meeting with interference.' Try it. Write your failures. Visualize them shrinking. Stoic philosophy offers tools, use them. But can failure launch you? The final section ties it all together. Transforming failure into opportunity or rum. What if your biggest failure was your greatest start? Here's the Stoic climax. Failure isn't the end, it's a launch pad. A Stoic mindset turns setbacks into springboards. Can you do this? J.K. Rowling's rejections birthed Harry Potter. She saw opportunity in no. Ryan Holiday, a modern Stoic, says, "The obstacle is the way. Lose a job, pivot to your passion. Every failure hides a chance, find it." Thank you for joining Stoic Blueprint on this journey. Love these Stoicism for Resilience insights? Like, subscribe, and share. Failure's not your foe, it's your beginning. Start now.